Alright guys, you know what time it is? Seriously, you don't know what time it is? Well, I'll tell you what time it is. It's time for another Battle Royale. And today we have a threesome. No, not a menage a trois. We have three going up against each other in the ring today. First up, we got Parfums de Marly Layton going up against Alexandria Fragrance's Royal Equestrian, going up against Haramain, Detour Noir. Two clones going up against the original. Which one do I think is worth a whiff and sniff? Well, stay tuned to find out in today's Battle Royale. Oh yeah. Cue that intro. What's going on, my beautiful fragrance family? I hope each and every one of you are having a fantastic Sunday, and welcome back to My2Scents. My name is Brian, and this is the channel all about helping boost your confidence through the art of fragrance and helping you become a lasting scent memory. Alright, I felt like it's a great day to do a battle royale. Today we are going to be talking about Parfums de Marly Layton, and two clones that smell pretty darn close to the original. Now, I love Parfums de Marly Layton. I think it is a phenomenal fragrance. It was one of my first PDMs that I ever purchased, and it was all based around a bunch of other fragrance reviewers because everybody was hyping this, and it's totally worth the hype. Before we get in this battle royale, let me know if you have tried Royal Equestrian from Alexandria Fragrances, or if you've tried Haramain, Detour Noir. Now this one is definitely getting a lot of hype these days. I haven't heard too much about this bad boy, but you're gonna learn today. Alright, so without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the ring in today's whiffs and sniffs. So I'm gonna start with Parfums de Marly Layton. I'm gonna throw the notes right up here for you, and let's get to whiffing and sniffing. Now I am gonna spray all three of these, okay? I'm gonna spray Layton on my left hand here. Now, Layton does pop up at discounters, but at full retail, I think a 60 ml is about $250, and then I believe the 4.2 ounce is going to be $350, close to $400, somewhere around there. I don't really know. I did pick this up at discounters, and I think I got this 60 ml for, I want to say like 125, 135 bucks. Really stinking good price. But anyways, now Layton. I hear everybody say that Layton has this mentholic opening. Well, I must have done way too much MDMA and played with too many glow sticks and too much Vicks Vapor Rub back in my heyday that I don't really get a lot of that mentholated quality. But I understand where it's kind of coming from. It's the way that the vanilla, the apple, and the florals, the lavender in this, kind of give it this mentholic quality. Because lavender can have a spiciness to it. And I think that's where you're really kind of getting that mentholic feel. Gorgeous fragrance. You're getting a little bit of mandarin orange, maybe a little bergamot in there. A beautiful cardamom patchouli combination, and this isn't just your like designer cardamom. It has a nice spicy quality, it has a nice warm quality to it as well, and also giving it just a touch of a greenness. Now in the heart, you're also going to get some other florals like jasmine, some geranium. I don't get too much of the geranium. I get a little bit of that jasmine, adding just a bit of almost like a nutty quality to it, which is coming from maybe a little bit of an indolic quality from the jasmine. Full dry down, you get a nice creamy sandalwood, that patchouli, some sweet vanilla, little bit of a peppery quality, and then some more woods. Gaiac wood, maybe a little touch of cedar here, and some ICO super. Banging fragrance. I freaking love Layton. I think Layton is an all year round type of fragrance. I know some of you out there prefer to wear it in the cooler months. I actually enjoy wearing it on evenings out in the spring and the summer because it just smells stinking gorgeous. It's so good. I absolutely love what this fragrance does. Next up on my list from Parfums de Marly is going to be Layton Exclusive. I love the added oud in there, the more depth, more warmth. That one I would see myself wearing more in the cooler months. Definitely in the, fall and winter. Wearing this, I always have an awesome sillage. And if I get this on my clothes, I get probably 12 to 15 hours of longevity. I love Layton. I don't know if you knew that. I guess I've said that probably 42 times now, but I love it. Now let's talk about Alexandria Fragrance's Royal Equestrian. Now this is a little 30 ml. I think these range are about $42 for a 30 ml. So a little pricey when it comes to a clone, but I'm going to say this, it's a really good clone. Let's go ahead and spray this one on my right hand and get to whiffing and sniffing. Now I'm going to say that the note breakdown of Royal Equestrian is pretty much exactly the same as what Layton is. Now this, you get a little bit more of an orangey quality, like a mandarin quality. You still get that apple, but the mentholic quality isn't as pronounced. The apple is a little bit sweeter. This one is actually a little bit sweeter all around, especially in the opening. You're still going to get that nice lavender, adding a bit of a spiciness to it. You also get cardamom. Now the cardamom in this isn't as nice, isn't as polished as it is in Layton. But once it starts drying down in the first couple minutes, it really starts becoming Layton. You get that same floral heart, a little bit of that jasmine, adding almost a nutty quality to it. A little bit more of the geranium in this one, adding a little bit more of a watery quality throughout the heart. This has a touch more of a sweetness, almost like a caramel apple. It's really good. Same thing, full dry down, you're going to get that nice creamy sandalwood, and amongst other woods, a nice kind of fruity, jammy patchouli, and of course that vanilla mixed in with those spices. Now longevity on this one is not as good as Layton, okay? Layton, again, like I said, beast mode longevity on me. Alexandria, I get a good 8 hours, a good full 8 hours. I don't really ever go past that 8-hour mark, even when spraying it on my clothes. And the sillage and the projection isn't as heavy. It's not as thick. You don't get that thick cloud around you like I do with Layton. The sillage, still nice, and also smells pretty much exactly the same once it fully dries down, but in the performance area, 8 hours. That's about the longest I've gotten out of it. Now, it's usually around that 6 to 7 hour mark, but again, if I spray it on my clothes, I get an extra hour. Projection, not as heavy, but scent profile, still really good. Now, it is a little expensive, like I said, a 30 ml for $42. I know you can get these in 50 mLs, and I don't remember exactly what the prices are. If I remember, I will find it and put it on the screen somewhere for you. Overall, this is a really, really good clone of Layton. So last up, how does Haramain Detour Noir stack up? Now this bad boy is getting a ton of hype these days. I know Ash over at My2Scents, he was promoting it or pushing it and talking about it, and his review is actually really good. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave a card right here so you can go check that out. But Haramain Detour Noir is popping up at discounters. I know at fragrancebuy.ca right now it's $30. When I picked it up, it was like $27. So it's gradually kind of going up in price. But I'm going to go ahead and spray this one right here in the crevasse of my elbow. I just like saying a crevasse. Okay, so this one, right off the bat, you get quite a bit of perfumer's alcohol and a little bit of an astringent quality. But that fades. And you roll into almost more of a chocolatey opening. Now that chocolatey nuance fades away quite quickly, but it's there for just, probably about a good minute. And then it starts rolling into Parfums de Marly Layton. Now this one, the opening is not as beautiful. It's not as easy on the nose. It's still a great fragrance, and it smells really nice up top, but it's not 100% Layton. Neither of these are. They're close, but I've never smelled a clone that is 100% the original. You start getting into those like spicy notes. You get that cardamom. You get a little bit of a peppery, spicy quality. Of course, that lavender's still there. Not as spicy and as opulent as Layton or as Royal Equestrian, but it's still good. It gets a little sweet. It sweetens up, rolling into the heart. This actually has a little bit more of like a cinnamon toast crunch. And I know that sounds kind of weird, but it does. I get like the cinnamon toast crunchiness for a few minutes as the heart starts rolling in. But then in the full dry down, when this fully dries down, it is Layton. I cannot tell the difference between Layton and Detour Noir when it fully dries down. Now Alexandria, the Royal Equestrian, I can smell the difference. But these two right here, full dry down, smell so stinking close, it's not even funny. In the full dry down, you get that patchouli, that sandalwood, the spicy qualities of vanilla, and it smells so stinking close. So stinking close to Layton. Projection and performance, I get about exactly the same performance and projection that I do from Layton. The sillage is still there. It's still really nice, but it doesn't project as much as Layton, but it's very, very sticking close. Longevity, 8 to 10 hours. 8 to 10 hours. And of course, I always spray on my clothes, so that's where I'm getting that extra longevity from it. So which one do I think? is the better buy? Which one do I think is the best out of the bunch? Okay, well, first and foremost, Layton is the best out of the bunch. Layton is a tried and true beautiful fragrance. I absolutely love it. I have never gotten any backhanded compliments from it, but I have definitely garnered a ton of attention from it. I have quite a few friends that will actually request that I wear this whenever I go to like holiday parties and stuff because they freaking love this fragrance. I've actually gotten a couple of my friends' wives to go ahead and get this for their husbands because they love it so much. So I guess the real question is, out of these two, which one is the better buy? Royal Equestrian is a great fragrance. It does have a lot of the same similarities to Layton. It smells very similar. There are differences in performance, in longevity, projection, and overall scent profile. Also, price on this, 30 ml for $42. It's a little steep. It just, I mean, honestly, it is. You know, you can get a 50 ml and it is, you know, reasonable, but again, it's still kind of expensive. Now, Detour Noir. This is very affordable. 100 ml, 30 bucks. It's a no-brainer. I honestly think this is closer to Layton than this is, especially in the full dry down. Now, I can tell the differences between all three of these fragrances, but performance, projection, longevity, scent profile alone, the winner of today's battle is Detour Noir. I think Detour Noir is a fantastic fragrance. I think for the money, it's completely worth a blind buy. And I never, ever, ever say, go out there and blind buy it. Detour Noir is one I would honestly say, you could blind buy it and I don't think that you're going to be unhappy. And if you are, my email's down below and you can go ahead and just send me that bottle for free. Just kidding. And don't email me with a bunch of spam. But Detour Noir is definitely the winner of today's Battle Royale. $30 for 100 ml. If you are looking at saving some money and you want to get Layton, but you can't afford it right now, save your cheddar and get to smelling better with Haramain Detour Noir. So there it is, guys. Battle Royale. The winner of today's Battle Royale, Detour Noir from Haramain. Let me know down in the comments who you think should have won this battle today. Obviously, I think the true winner of this battle is Layton, but you know, two clones versus, you know, the original. Out of the two clones, yeah, Haramain. But that's it for me today, guys. I hope y'all have a fantastic rest of your day. If you enjoyed today's content, then do me a favor and like, comment, share, and subscribe. And always remember, you are stinking beautiful. And until next time, happy scent trails.